Hey guys, what is up? We're back with another week of Blue Box, and right now we are practically in the beginning of Inter High, and Inamata is very close to joining the top 16 of the preliminaries. But now he has another challenge on trying to win the badminton Inter High. Now he has to face off a guy who had an interest on his love interest since middle school as well, because he reminds her of his favorite idol. And there was a bet placed that whoever wins this match gets to go on a date with Chinatsu, or or the guy, if he wins, can get her number. And it's not any type of date. It's that special type of date that we all know, the aquarium date. So is Inomata going to win this date? Is he going to win this match, or is that guy going to be able to get her number? And then Inomata got to be kicked out without ever reaching the top 16 in the preliminaries. So without further ado, let's get into Blue Box episode 5. The fact that she agreed to it. Oh, they are close. Nah, he really. Oh. Dang. What? He can't get into the preliminaries thing. Dang. Oh, okay. Oh, he got second place. Okay. Okay, he did good. Even though we didn't get to see it. Second place, beating out other third years, second years, and your fellow first. Nah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, his friend knows about it. Yeah. Not him being upfront. That's not gonna make him feel good. She is so supportive. Mm-hmm. Her face. Yeah. Yeah. Second lead. Yeah, second. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't gonna get the guy though. Mm-mm. Now you doing push-ups. You're the mother done with him. Oh my god. What? Right. Why the next day is if he win? I doubt she's gonna wear a dress. Yeah. Well, imagine if she does. Boy, you late. Yup. Yup. I knew he would oversleep. Oh, she is wearing a dress. Oh, it's always like that in romances. Somebody oversleeps. They arrive there late. The person they thought was gonna wear something different actually wore what they wanted. It's like that. You know. Yeah. Go God. No, honestly, I do want to know why she agreed to it though. Oh, Nemo. Or it's not him cursing the mascot. Oh, she okay. And he didn't spaz out. Oh, probably. Girl, why you always grabbing him? Thank you. I think it's about the match. What are you sorry for? Oh. I can see what this day is for. Yep. Compensation for what she said the other day. Yep. She feels like it's her responsibility for what she said to him that night. Was just her way of apologizing. Yep. You know what this is telling me? This is going to be quite a while before we see these two. Well, Chinatsu start catching feelings. It's going to be a long romance. Slow. Slow burn. Hmm. So, yeah, you still got a long way to go, my boy. I mean, if she, oh, there you go. Oh, she jealous. Yeah, Kyo's just like, ah, here we go. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, oh, she getting an interview. Okay. Mm. Kyo. If anything happened to her before any championships or nothing, oh, mm, why are you telling her that? Mm. I wonder if she was gonna. Do you like him? Oh, don't tell me she jealous. Oh no! Don't tell me she's going to. Okay. I thought because she was gonna make her like, I can bring you home and then travel, or she falls back. Oh, I was oh, she gonna find out. Ah, oh, I knew it. Oh, so if you're like me, it doesn't matter what the demographic is. But we all know when it comes down to the genre, which is aka romance, a lot of them have this thing called like the second love interest. And we saw it building up, and we probably noticed it already from at least the first or second episode. Knowing the fact that Hina has been in Inomata's life a lot longer than he probably had a crush and feelings for Chinatsu, right? But it's not until as we watch the episodes go by and we see more into Hina and how she interacts with Heike that her feelings were starting to develop. And they showcase themselves a whole lot in this episode. She's getting jealous. She doesn't like the fact that he's explaining himself or he's acting like a goofball in love because it irks her. Okay? From when he told her about the matches and the whole aquarium date in the gymnasium. Her face looked stern. She looked angry. And then when they had lunch and he was grinning like, a goofball. And she's trying to hide how she feels. But Kyo notices and is just like, I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut, even though he was the one that suggested an aquarium date. Okay? And then finally, I figured what's going to happen with the umbrella. Like, she either was going to bring Hina home because of the umbrella, but it was going to happen. It was setting up like that. Like, this whole episode was showing, like, Hina, without realizing it, is realizing that she always had feelings for Taiki. But I know most people are not going to necessarily care because, again, when it comes to, like, the second romance, second love interest and stuff like that, their feelings are usually always there, or they start to develop once they realize like the main character is interested in someone else. And I will assume more than anything, it's probably out of fear of they're not going to constantly have them in their lives. They're not going to be able to interact with them. And they realize, oh, this individual has a lot of good qualities that I find attractive. And I'm just upset somebody else was able to see it and I wasn't honest with myself. So I always had the feeling from episode 1 that Hina was going to be like the second love interest. But obviously she will never get the boy. She never will. Now, Kyo probably, this may be the second couple. This may be if it obviously it's not going to be Hina and Inomata, but it could be Hina and Kyo. Who knows? Because Haruyu is not even a player in this. He got his whole girlfriend who we don't care about. So he's not even in the running. And that guy that Inomata faced off earlier in the episode from last episode and then earlier in this episode beating him, he's not a runner-up. But what's also interesting is that they're saying that Chinatsu may have feelings for Inomata. But again, as I said in the reaction, this is probably a slow romance. So while Inomata is very comfortable of recognizing his feelings for Chinatsu, Chinatsu is slow on the uptake, you know? And since she's so much more focused on her schoolwork and her sports and everything, romance is going to be secondary to her. But there probably will be instances, I will not be shocked, it's for the drama effect. And this is how usually romance stories go, that like, say for instance, Hina or another girl come and interact with Inomata and she sees it, just like how we see Hina getting jealous in this episode. It will not be a shocker if later episodes or later chapters you see the same thing with Chinatsu and then she's wondering, why am I feeling this way? Because remember, they're also stuck in the same setting, aka his family home. So she's going to be able to interact with him in ways that she wasn't able to before. I mean, even last episode, when he was changing his shirt, she's like, and mind you, she probably seen other guys. I mean, she was the same one that was changing her clothes, getting ready to go down for practice, had no minds for it, but she was flustered when he took off his shirt. So it's going to be a slow burn, more so from her side, because again, like I said, Inomata already realized his feelings. It's just that he's not saying anything because he's doing it in respect of her, and they need to focus on the matches and the nationals and everything, right? What could this mean now that Hina found out is either one or two things. Again, as someone who is very well versed in the romance department, for stories, it can spell two things. Either Hina confronts Inomata by himself or when he's with Kyo, right? Actually, it could be three things. One, she confronts Inomata, and Inomata tries to divert the attention and everything. Two, it could be she keeps quiet and she's brewing over it, and so then she's getting even more attached to Inomata and doesn't want him anywhere near Hina near Chinatsu more than he already is due to circumstances. Or three, she confronts Chinatsu, aka with her cell phone. And it's not the type of series where it's like, it's going to be in your face, long, drawn out. I can tell that this series is going to be something similar in the regards of like A Sign of Affection, where there is going to be small amounts of drama, but it's not going to be stretched out like other romance series, right? So there is that. The date, not really a date, but it was more like I knew that Chinatsu was going to use this as a way to apologize for how she acted, even though we know that Taiki is not the guy to... Inomata's not the type of guy to hold a grudge or brew over whatever the situation is. He's pretty optimistic. Does he jump the gun a lot? Yes, but he's a pretty optimistic kind of guy. So, like, at least her heart is in the right place. So, you know, she's like, you know what? I probably made him feel really bad, and let me take him out to make him feel better and also apologize for my actions. We should all aim to be like Chinatsu, okay? We should all aim to be like that. But, yeah, it's one of those three things. So it's either she confronts Taiki and he diverts and ignores the entire situation. She keeps it to herself and starts attaching herself more to Inomata, or she confronts with the cell phone to Chinatsu, and then Chinatsu has to spill the beans. It could be one of those three things. But do tell me in the comment section on how you felt about Blue Box episode 5. If you have read the manga, of course, no spoilers, but do tell me how you felt about this episode versus the chapter it adapted from, and similarities, comparisons, differences, all of that jam. The links are in the description box, and full video will be on my Patreon, so you guys can check it out there as well. And I'm Kimi-chan, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! With